the stream. I like that you have the tool thing on there. That's good. So let's go over here.
And it's subtle. It's not like it's obnoxious.
There we go. So, did I not? Oh, there we go. It caught up. Okay. I was like, did I not upgrade your StreamYard to 720? Or what is going on? Okay. So that's actually quite a bit behind.
Oh yeah, it is. That's okay, really.
Well, no, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Because the other people are in the, and this might just be I'm looping it back through on the same network, and it's like,
And
what
the
the
YouTube
hell?
comments go through StreamYard.
Right, so that's the other thing you want to see here, right? So,
Hey, man, and Jared's got questions.
right, I'm inside of here, and I'm like, hey, tool is tool. Whatever.
And
You
I'm
go over
bringing a
here,
cool
what you
phone
will,
arm.
what's that?
I'm bringing a cool like phone arm, like an articulating arm,
Oh, cool.
so I can pick and have it facing down.
Nice. Very good. So now notice here we've got a 1 in the comments here. Tool is tool. Anything that comes through YouTube Live shows up here. The reason you want to interact with this here is because now you can do this. And you can bring the thing up here. Now this is one of the other reasons that I actually like the other banner better. Because, yeah, I mean, that's tiny and minimal and whatnot. But we'll go over the default one, and now look. So now you get the avatar of the person and their thing there and whatnot. So I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna change a little bit. It's again, you just haven't had a chance to use it, so you weren't aware.
I don't have, like, I formatted my laptop yesterday, so I didn't have my logo. So I was like, oh, I have to wait till I get home.
I'm sorry to interrupt. Do we have anything else on today's checklist that we need to address?
Yeah, what I'd like to do is after we do the
Volunteers in 30 minutes.
volunteers in 30 minutes.
Anything else?
Is it 30 minutes? No, how long is it though?
Dad, how long do you need for volunteer stuff at 6 o'clock?
I mean, it depends on how long it goes. I'm hoping I put it for an hour.
Okay.
But I'm hoping it's. I'm
So
really
6,
hoping.
7. I'd like to just do a quick staff get together, just get everybody in Discord and be like, issues, problems, whatnot, before we break for dinner.
Sounds good.
Come back online, make sure that everyone's got what they need. I've still got some punch down stuff to do, stuff from graphicsy stuff.
What I can do in the meantime is
Yeah.
take the laptops. I'm not worried about the cameras. I'm going to steal a webcam and I'm going to run it through OBS and run it to StreamYard and just make sure that shit works.
In the other room there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Give me 2 seconds. I'll get you a key.
So really,
I gotta get you.
We're going to do after the volunteer thing.
Yeah. So I think
Okay,
the
we'll just
volunteer.
do it before.
Oh yeah. No, we can do that.
We'll leave it before we head to dinner.
Perfect.
I think that realistically, it's gonna be less than half an hour.
Okay.
I mean, there's a lot less. I mean, really, it could be 15 minutes. You know, there's a lot less logistics.
Oh sure. Yeah. Absolutely. So here, the thing is, this will stay on the screen until you take it out. So, boop, like that.
One controller.
Also, since you're going to be running this for somebody, you want to also make sure to let them know if I don't think, unless we came to the other thing, do you know if you're, no, they're going to be on site, so we're good. They don't need to know the other stuff, yeah. And what's your confirmation? Who's going to be in your AMA, Deviant, and
Deviant, the sleep,
Deviant who?
the sleep,
Asleep.
THESLE3P. He's a actual locksmith,
Oh,
which is pretty cool.
Have you had a chance to cover any of this stuff with them?
No, but I think Deviant's been in StreamYard before.
I'm sure he has.
I don't
I'd
think
be shocked if he had.
my locksmith, but I'll talk to him.
Okay. Yeah. So if you might want to bring him into, you can create another broadcast studio like you did a talk. Just don't pipe it
Right.
to.
And I can just screen share that with them to show them.
Correct. Yeah, you can bring them into here and say, hey,
Let me get them up right now in Slack and see if they want to do that tonight or tomorrow morning.
Okay, perfect. So the other thing that you want to be aware of here, I'm sure John went over it with you. We're going to share screen. I'm just going to share my own screen. We'll do a whole Inception thing here. The other thing I like to prepare them for, especially if you're a locksmith person who hasn't done this, and you pull them in here if you get a chance to, is the views. So we've got views up here. I can bring this forward. I can, if I've got, you'll have multiple people in there, including you. You know, if you want to pull yourself out, because yeah, you will be able to hear them when you're down here. They will not be able to hear you, and they don't see this. They just see this, and the private chat.
Okay.
That's all they see. So you know, we go through here, and we can say, oh, great, I pulled the oh no, I'm sorry, I did the different view there. So you can do this where it's their slides, but it's more focused on them. You know, that kind of thing. So just prepare them for the fact that if you see this sliding around, especially your safecracker, your whatnot, yeah, don't freak out.
And should I be doing this on a full cell laptop or my laptop, or does it matter?
On a full cell laptop.
I don't know. You said something about a bunch of laptops we're gonna be here.
I mean, we've got those over there, but you can do it on your laptop.
That's
Yeah,
right.
no, you don't have to do it on it. I was confused. I thought, I'm like, did you start working at Full Sail? And I forgot. Because, I mean, Steve Hardy does. I do. We got Jack Norman, who is one of the volunteers, does. You know, like, I'm like, did you start working at Full Sail?
No, it was weird. That kind of just vanished.
Yeah, the timing, unfortunately, wasn't good. As soon as he got approval to do it, basically the pandemic started.
Yeah.
And I mean, there was that other challenge with, it was kind of like upsell on, hey, no, remember I told you what to say. And he agreed. It's just in the accrediting program, they don't see psychology as a technical degree.
Right.
So I'm like, yeah, but. I'm like, yeah, but.
Hacker U program is
Mhm.
wanting to bring people on site next month.
Yeah.
Like, well, I don't know how that's gonna go, guys.
Yeah. You weren't here when Jay came in. You could have met him in person. He doesn't think we're coming back to campus even next year.
Yeah.
I mean, there are people here on campus taking classes, but it's people that you cannot do online. I've got to learn how to use a mixer board.
Yeah.
I'm learning lighting rigging. Like, how are you going to do that online?
We had our town hall yesterday, and our town hall, they basically said, you're going to do primarily remote or primarily at the office with the mobility.
Yeah.
And the CEO is basically saying, unless there's a reason why you have to be at the office, people are mostly going to be remote.
Right. That's what everybody's saying.
Yeah, the Macy's technology department just gave away their whole building. They were just like, hey, give it to somebody else.
On the town hall, it actually said, sell the building, question mark?
Yeah.
Oh, probably.
I think their plan, that what they're thinking of, we have 3 buildings,
Mm-hmm.
so we could fit, I think, 3,000 people at our corporate campus. And I think they want to not sell them, but take 2 of the 3, because each are the exact same thing. And then they're going to rent out 2 of the buildings.
Okay, that makes sense. Because then if something happens at the end of the lease, they can plan long term.
Right. I mean, we own the building right now. So
No. What I'm saying is, you lease that building to somebody else for 5 years or 10 years or whatever it is, and you say, "Oh man, we really should get out those buildings back." You just plan for the fact that in 10 years you're not renewing that lease, and you take them back. So anyway, so you've got to just prepare them for that stuff sliding, not sliding around, and then the last thing to cover here is you've got the ticker, so you understand how those work, but. So you've got a ticker banner, but you can see you chose minimal there. Oh, that's interesting. I didn't know the ticker banner went smaller, actually. That's interesting.
For default?
Yeah, I didn't know that did that. That's cool. I didn't know that you could do both at the same time with the ticker. That's actually pretty cool. So
the default gives you a lot more.
Yeah. So yeah, you can go through there and create banners. You know how to do that. What I've been telling the speakers is, if you want us to paste a link in, go ahead and put it in private chat, and we can carry it over, or just tell us.
Yeah.
With your stuff, the speaker is going to be live, and you're aiming a camera at him, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, he can just talk to you and tell you what he needs. With your AMA, you're going to be in it. So, if they need something, they can be like, "Hey, Dylan, throw that link up," and you can throw it in there. The other thing you can do too is like when I showed you the comments here, you can respond back. Tool is not tool.
Awesome. I'm gonna pack like a bunch of random cameras.
Cool.
I got an Elgato Wave 3 and I can't get it to work without the software properly.
Tool is tool. Tool is not tool.
Awesome.
And we've got auto moderation in the YouTube channel set up. So, all right. I'll, like I said, I might reskin this a little bit if you're not too offended by that, but it looks like you're good. So, other thing to keep in mind, and
I'll be available.
cool. All right.
And I'll call you back here, I don't know, 7-ish, maybe.
Like tonight?
No, like
In the morning. Oh, okay. Yeah. Let me. When opening ceremony's at 9, check-in starts at 8. Yeah, I'll probably be here at no later than 7. But depending on how well I sleep, the same thing I did last year. I came in last year at about 4 a.m.
Oh wow.
Well, I was like, well, I can lay here in bed or I can go to the school. Like, fuck it, whatever. I got shit to do.
I'll be up at 5. The real challenge is getting my wife up to then watch the kids, and then I'm like, oh, hi.
Yeah, no, my wife has developed there was a time when she was very bitter about this conference. Now, mind you, it's nobody's fault, but like I couldn't say B-sides in front of her, and now she's like, no, it's a thing, it's fine. That's a story. That is a story. All right. See, I don't. Yeah, it's fine. I've been leaving it on just in case somebody walks by. But the other thing is, I'm at the teacher's table, and when you are instructing, which is all they would know from here, you're allowed to have it off. So I'm gonna do the same. But yeah, no, we're not supposed to, but I'm not worried about it either. It is not a problem. Where you got? See it.
That makes more sense then. But like, if I hit mute on my thing, why is it not muted? Why does if you're signed into it from different apps?
Yeah, I honestly think that might have been what happened earlier with Dave Mattingly.
I was like, what, like I'm changing this thing, and Like my microphone is a hard mute button. When I'm hitting it, it selects to the source. It's still using the internal microphone from the computer. Like, what's going on? Yeah, no, another tab. Good one. Hello. Hello, this is a test. Test 1, 2, 3, 4.
Tab, if you didn't get a shirt, get a shirt, and that box there is the challenge coins. If you want to grab
Just to go for
that.
size.
Okay, cool. What would you say? And did you get the Wi-Fi yet? Did somebody give it to you? Okay. All right.
You got it for me.
Oh wait, yes. Sorry, I did. This morning it wasn't working, so I set up a travel router and plugged it into the staff internet and broadcast out. And the web key, not the web key, Jesus, the WPA key was Scotch is not a food group. Yeah, that's the thing. Okay.
My vision tomorrow is to have 4 YouTube channels up: track 1, track 2, track 3, and track 4 up here at all times.
Yeah.
So you can see what's being broadcasted to the world.
That's
Absolutely.
absolutely.
Like, I even have an extra laptop that we can get to that, so you can actually have 2 functional machines.
So what?
Oh, I have a third one. I just didn't bring it.
When they're
That's
doing
kind
that,
of where I'm thinking with this.
I meant to bring it. I brought the power adapter, but not the ThinkPad. So,
when we're doing
and then I've got my
We
iPad.
have ThinkPad power now.
No, I didn't bring the laptop. I brought the power adapter.
Yeah, we have a couple ThinkPads.
when we're going to do the introductions, you're all going to have to be in different rooms.
Why?
Be in one room.
What are you talking about? Oh, for the tracks?
No, you can do it on like your webcam on your laptop too, if you want.
We have got 9 rooms. So,
I'm gonna like put some fill up my windows and just get naked from here.
yeah. That's my plan.
It's like if you have 4 people in a room, all introducing the same speaker and the track at the same time.
So, we've been talking, and I've asked the speakers, like, that have come in the other things where I've had other meetings, and I've said, can you hear? And they said, no.
No, then maybe not.
But I'm not saying that it's not a good idea, that it would not be
We'll see what
better.
happens.
So,
We'll do it on the first one, and it sucks.
then we'll move.
See what happens.
Yeah. Because the good news is there will, at least for the kickoff there, for the opening ceremonies, and then Chris, that will all be done from the recording room. So when we hit, what is it, 10 o'clock or whatever, whenever the rest of the tracks kick off, when, 2, 3, and 4 open, that would be when we're all like, okay, 10:30. Right, yes, that makes sense. That would make more sense because that gets Chris to full out. I will still be over in that room and I'll just stay there to introduce the person following Chris. So there'd only be 3 people over in this room. We'll figure out if it makes sense, and then if not, I can move people around and whatnot. They're all the same room.
Do we have any info, like, so we're all gonna be introducing the speakers and bullshitting with them, and I'm just using the stuff that they just shared with us to rip off of.
Whereas,
Unless you have a personal relationship with them and you feel comfortable saying other stuff. I don't know.
I'm just like, shit, I have to pronounce their names.
Well,
deal with it.
Let me Google their other talks real quick and see how they introduce themselves.
yeah. Yeah, I don't even know. So that's the thing. Once the thing that I want to do with like the staff regroup is with y'all, because
Oh, no, I know Joe Craig.
You are
Oh,
the
yeah.
face.
um,
You are the face.
because that's the other. So here's the other challenge.
I know, listen.
This is specific green screen.
I don't care.
Oh,
I do
like
this.
fucking everywhere.
Man, we could like have like dinosaurs
Alright.
in the background.
That's a good idea.
Drag the couch over here into the room. So here's the challenge we haven't really talked about yet. I think John and I talked about it. But I don't know that we have room on people to run the switching that I feel particularly comfortable with, except for the people in this room.
Here's the thing, right? So I assigned some volunteers to rooms. In the morning, there are people that are in those slots. In the afternoon, not so much. But let's be honest, they can't do anything. I don't want to give them StreamYard access. And if all of us have at least one laptop up here, we're going to be the ones that have to deal with it anyways. So the way I look at it is, I think if we could have like the speaker like head or something.
Well, here's my thought behind it.
Well, I was gonna say,
No.
it's just sometimes when I'm watching presentations and it's just constantly rotating, it's a little distracting.
I don't know.
Like the people, it's not like a constant voice, or when the screens are do.
Screens or
Yeah.
person presentation.
Yeah. So
Like if you don't do it right.
right, I'm not saying we have to do, and that's kind of the thing is, for the most part, I let the speakers know that don't panic if you see the screen switch around. I'm not saying that every 10 seconds we're switching the view. I'm saying for the most part, slides, static thing. But the YouTube live comments inside of there and like interacting with people, I think that's a very good use of our time, because we know the brand that we want people to see. We know the kind of experience that we want them to have in the talks. That is what I would think that we'd be doing now. Other than like getting lunch for people that are on site, we don't have much else to do here now, like we would other places, like when we're doing on premise. So here's my thought. Registration, I have no doubt in my mind that Ework can handle.
Arizona's up 1.3%.
Especially because, knock on fucking everything, especially because if we get the gear set up over there, save the cameras tonight, right, we should be pretty much ready to start filming immediately. I mean, worst case scenario, like shit fell apart, I will raise my laptop up, I will set up some ring lights, and I will do it in this goddamn chair.
What are you talking about?
Our recording cameras are USB, or we can use John's DSLR. Well, there you go, perfect. So,
I was just gonna use a webcam.
and you absolutely can. It's not a problem. Yeah, if you got it, yeah.
Who else planning on being on site tomorrow? Outside of
Everyone that I put on that email list is potentially on site. The email that I sent with all the info. So, well, okay, that's fine. I was just letting you know that's where he's at. So, Thomas, I believe, is going to be working from where he's at because it's like a much more comfortable computer. Jamie's husband has medical respiratory issues. Like, I just don't feel comfortable being on, so she'll be external. On site, us, John McGee, Dylan, the Safe Cracker, who's going to do their thing, Steve Hardy. That might be it. Yeah. It's not gonna, like, I wasn't kidding earlier when I said I think it's very possible that we could each have our own classroom if we wanted. Because when they booked all this stuff, you remember, we're like, well, maybe we do a thing where we offer the speakers to come in, and everyone's like, no, we're good. So it's like, okay, so we don't need 4 tracks and a room for every village, you know. But once that's in the air, Jay's like, no, you never give resources back. Like, those are ours and fuck everybody else. So, So yeah,
Did you just say John Richards?
screw that guy. He's a fucker. Rossi, fuck him. No, anyway. So here's what I'm thinking. We do the introductions. We can listen in. One, we get to hear the talks. Two, once you set someone like that, where they're in that one view, if something comes up in Discord, you can pull it up, answer a question, be like, no, you got to go talk to Igor and fix it. No, you got to go do this, you got to do that. We've already got a couple volunteers that are in there working the ticketing system. I'm pretty comfortable that we should be able to enjoy the effort we put in and actually interact with people this time around.
Yeah, we had a registration meeting earlier this week just to make sure we had everything covered.
No,
my experience with the Discord conference we did
yeah.
was, and we didn't have like multiple tracks, but it ran itself.
At this point, I'm with everything that Thomas has done. I feel like this one almost might.
Not to you know.
Oh sure, yeah, no. I mean, the ticketing system thing is so freaking cool.
I swear he's like 2 more bots away
Hey, John.
from like just running this whole thing.
Right.
Yeah,
Just,
the beach.
hey, how you doing? Yeah.
And what that means is I just want to
So yeah, I think we should do that. I think it makes a lot of sense. I think all of us are.
Oh, hi. Where are you coming from to me from?
He's in the lifetime.
Oh, he, but my microphone is muted.
So I think
Hello.
Hey, what's going on?
Finalizing some last minute things. We will be right back. I'm John. So I want you to give like a couple minutes on the vendors here. Just explain to the volunteers, you know, our sponsors, or they have a booth. Oh, that's what I was going to say before. You know, if you can help at least facilitate or interact with and with just, I don't know, what are volunteers doing? I was volunteers need to know that the sponsor task forces. Yeah, I want to encourage people because there's if I could have an organization that I got paid and had this team, like, forget it, because I was heads down working on
Relay some messages.
it was either eBay, like I'm on the phone, I'm pulling stuff, I'm
I will find out this week if our budget was approved, and I believe it is. But there's a couple items that I have in my budget. They're like, that's not going to get cut because in the scheme of things, it's single times. It's like, oh, here's this $500,000 to buy you Paulus, but you better cut out that $1,200 a year and trade it. It's just not going to happen. So that is actually part of my automation strategy. We would have had it earlier, but they said push everything on to Q1 of January.
But you're not one of them. I was saying to Jonathan earlier, it's like it's really like I knew that there was going to be this dip, right? Like people have to lay people off just to quickly keep cash on hand.
People are starting to join.
Oh,
This is exciting.
you're excited.
I'm never excited. You're excited.
What does that mean?
No.
Yeah. I'm kicking off. I'm going to Ian. Then we're gonna go to Thomas, Igor, here, and maybe some information about our speakers.
Where do I get that on?
Oh, you know what?
It's on the here. It's in the Discord under volunteer channel. Where's well
I
prepared?
brought my Switch.
Yeah. All right. What are we going to?
It's in the volunteer channel.
Just,
Volunteers all.
just say it to me real quick because I'm doing something. I'm
Try
trying.
Google.com.
Dude, say the things back that you said we're gonna go to.
Oh, so we're gonna start off with me.
Okay.
Then I'm gonna kind of introduce you. You can say welcome, thank you, whatever. Give maybe an overview about it's an all volunteer channel. Visit us.
Just all right. So we're gonna cover Discord.
So what we're gonna do, you're gonna talk about the organization, maybe the conference history, blah blah blah. Then we're gonna go to Thomas.
We're in 2013, so this is our 8th year.
Sounds about right.
Okay.
We're gonna go to Thomas. Thomas is gonna give an overview of our Discord platform. And all the information. He's gonna probably talk about the most important feature, which is gonna be the report feature. Then we're gonna go to Igor for registration.
Okay.
And then John will give a quick sponsor information. And then maybe I'll finish up talking about kind of the speaker workflow, just about the different tracks.
Okay. Perfect.
And then maybe also talk about when you're giving an overview of the conference, can you also talk about like some of the other activities